Hey, you're Fat Ninja's Core?
Yeah.
Can't say it. Literally can't say Fat Ninja Corner. Jesus.
You just did.
I think you need more...
Anal.
Yeah, more anal. No, more opinion.
Okay.
Less... I mean, facts cool, but I think you'll get more people to come back. And
For sure.
I could be completely wrong, just my...
Well, no, yeah. I'm open to constructive criticism, for sure.
Did you like my intro and outro I made for it?
I did.
I think
Yeah, so did I.
I think I'm gonna stick with that one. It reminded me of like a late night show.
He made me watch it. So I would try to think of thumbnails and titles when you're doing it. Like, you know.
Okay. Well, I don't know. Like, I don't know what to title it. You know what I mean? Like.
Well, the title's just whatever you think is like the most popular thing. So then to get people to want to view it.
Because I'll put it this way: imagine Jerome sent you a Flash video.
Okay.
And your job was to title it and put a thumbnail in.
Okay.
Like, that would not be your specialty. That's him doing sports. So I watched the video, and then I was like,
yeah, that's why I had him watch it. And he's like, oh, just do.
I go, you got to put I wanted him to put a sucker on your face. And I go, I can't believe that motherfucker has a Dum Dum of the Week but doesn't remember who it was. Like,
well, and the funny thing is, as soon as I watched the video, I remembered who it was going to be.
Who was it going to be?
Tristan Thompson.
Oh, I got you. Yeah, that'd have been a good one.
Dude, I could not fucking think. I was like, could not think of what the fuck. And I'm just like, I was like Googling like dumb things that happened in sports the past week. Like, I could not fucking figure it out.
That's hilarious.
I was just like, well, I guess I'm just gonna go with Dum Dum of the Week myself.
But I told him, so now when you come up with another one, he can put that little trophy up there.
Yeah, and then have
for
it
if it's like.
Oh yeah.
Like,
I was actually I was gonna see if maybe we could make like a little certificate.
Yeah,
that pops up, you know?
just do that every week. Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Did Jerome tell you that like when I was hoping he was gonna do the Jeopardy music when I did that pause?
Oh no.
God, I was like I was gonna text him and then I forgot and then I was like, fuck. I was watching it and I go, dude, I hope he put the Jeopardy music, and I was like, oh my god, he did.
That kind of scares me that me and him are on the same wavelength.
It was perfect because that's why I paused for the few seconds or whatever.
Yeah,
I was like, oh, this would be perfect for the Jeopardy music.
Honestly, I'm a little frightened that you guys are on the same page.
Are you guys ready to start this podcast?
I think so.
All right, let's blow this penis.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Random Ramblings. I'm Jerome.
I'm Nick.
And I'm Fat Ninja.
And today we're talking about, as we start off every week, we talk about Unsolved, the murders of Tupac and Biggie. And I feel like I have a little bit of, like, a different opinion of you guys in this episode. But possibly not, but I don't know.
I just can't get over your sexy voice.
Oh, because I'm sick?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been sick since Sunday.
It is a very sexy-sounding voice.
It's like Drum's very laid back today.
Yeah,
it's okay.
I've been basically
it's like,
just sleeping since Sunday.
Stoner Jerome.
Wait, what?
Stoner Jerome.
I'm Stoner Jerome, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, well, I'll give my opinion first because...
Absolutely.
Because you're Nick and you're in charge.
Jerome asks me every week.
Yeah, well, and... I don't know. I thought this was kind of the lamest episode so far.
Oh,
really?
That's my exact opinion. I thought this was the worst episode of the show.
Wow, okay.
I didn't think it was horrible.
I didn't think it was a bad episode, but
it's just... Yeah,
I felt like...
Nothing happened.
A lot of the stuff they showed in this, they could have showed like 2-3 weeks ago, and it maybe would have been better. At least like the Tupac stuff.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, clear. Okay, we get it.
I feel like I don't know. Like, this was definitely their filler episode, and then the last two are gonna be like
They're
big.
Like, fuck, we have to do 10 episodes. We only have 9. No, I mean, I don't know. It wasn't. It showed a lot of mom stuff, mostly Tupac, but
yeah,
a little pool stuff. I don't mean like a smaller pool.
They were swimming for like 10 minutes.
Not like a blue plastic pool in the backyard, but.
Right.
Well, so you liked it?
I did.
Did it make you like Tupac again?
No, I thought it was like kind of like a heavy episode, like
you couldn't
just
carry
like
it.
Well, no, just like it was like an emotional episode.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Because like
it didn't hit me as emotional.
Yeah,
that's the problem.
Well, yeah, it didn't hit me.
It hit me
because like we already knew he died. And, like,
well, yeah,
we already
obviously
got to that. I felt like because we knew all about it that it was just kind of seemed like it dragged.
But like if how they portrayed it is true, Like, how shitty is that? Like, if you're Tupac, like, he couldn't talk.
Yeah, I read they put
Like, you know what I mean? The past, or how 5 days he was in the hospital, like, he couldn't talk, couldn't say anything, like...
You know,
I mean,
you know how
obviously
stupid I
you
feel?
could tell he was scared, or, you know, like, he obviously probably didn't want to die, but, like, that would suck. Like, you just fucking laying there, like...
I don't know how much. I don't know how much he was really conscious.
Yeah. Well,
Right.
His mom was the one that last decision killed him. She said, "I'll just let him die."
Well, fuck, dude, they cleared him like 9 times.
No, yeah.
Yeah. I looked it up just because I was curious, but
Yeah, when we were talking about it, if it was like real and whatnot.
What he got shot on the 7th, died on the 13th. Is that right?
Yeah.
And then
at 4:08 p.m.
3, but who's counting?
It was 4:08.
Okay.
Did they say 4 in the show?
Yeah, it said 16:08
Oh.
POA.
Well, because he looked it up.
I looked it up.
and
It was 4:03
Oh.
Pacific Standard Time. But who cares? It's 5 minutes. Who gives a
Yeah,
shit?
it doesn't matter. Well, and real quick too, I thought it was funny when Afeni Shakur showed up at the hospital and the doctor was like, "I've been a fan of your son's music for a long time."
Yeah.
It's like, what? Really? I just don't see a high profile doctor fucking being a fan of Tupac. But hey, you never know.
Was he a high-profile doctor?
I mean, I don't know. I mean, I'm assuming they probably put the best people on them, you know what I mean?
He went to like the University of like, I forget where it is. It's someplace.
Nevada, Las Vegas, right? University, like UNLV.
I don't think it was.
Wasn't it?
I don't think it was. It could have been, but I don't think it was because I read it and it was like Southern Nevada or something. But I could be making that up.
I don't know.
But yeah, I forgot what I was going to say before that. He was in a medical-induced coma. So I don't know how active you are to be, talking to your mom and crying.
Well, and it's just, I thought it was kind of.
I think they played it up a little bit, is what I'm saying.
Well, yeah, for sure. Well, and like in this
they
episode,
definitely
when
tried
the
to
cop,
make it dramatic.
when the cops were beating his ass, like that was way far fetched. Like the one cop punched him and half of his face busted open.
Yeah, I thought that. Like he did
just
get his ass kicked by
like
police, but
we're exaggerating here a little bit for sure. But
well, I mean
I'm sure they beat his ass, but like
he hit him. They hit him with the sticks.
No, but the first
the
one,
first punch,
I noticed it too. The first
blood
punch
went everywhere.
Yeah, all over his face.
Yeah, I didn't.
And I'm just like, Jesus, we have brass knuckles on?
Right.
Oh
yeah. But when that part happened, I was like, oh, that's a little bit of a stretch.
Yeah.
Oh, that didn't even occur to me. I was like, oh, cops beating up a black guy in California. That's
I don't know.
weird.
I thought it was a heavy episode all around. Even all the pool stuff, like I thought it was pretty emotional, pretty heavy.
I like the pool stuff
for a TV show.
And I like that the pool stuff is now almost getting into the same time as the Detective Dupree stuff.
Yeah, it's up to 2002.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Dupree's is now in 2008, which is interesting. I've been working this case for, I think he said 3 years now. So it must have moved to 2009 towards the end because it started
Kading's
2006.
kind of losing his mind, huh?
Yeah.
Who?
What?
Like
Dupree's.
Justin.
Oh, yeah.
Detective Kading.
Yeah.
Like he's kind of unraveling.
A little bit. I mean, he's got a lot of pressure on him.
Yeah. You think he sees a little bit of pool in himself?
Everybody else does.
Yeah, everybody else keeps comparing him, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I think it's like hitting him that he looks like a fucking ass.
Do you guys think that
he's just,
But see, I don't see it that way. That's the funny thing. Is like he was in a no-win situation from the get-go.
Yeah.
But they already didn't.
Well,
like no one else solved it for the fucking first 10 years. Why do they think he's gonna solve it?
Right, for sure.
Oh, we got all these files. Just read them, and then you'll solve it. Like, give me a break. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
well, I mean, their job was really only ever to save the police's ass, not to solve the case.
well, that's true.
But do you guys think the person that they was on their side at the diner, gave them information and all that shit? Do you think that's the guy that killed? Was it Biggie?
It seems like
that they
it.
talked about? Cause
who are we talking about?
The guy that gave him the information on Suge.
And they said that his name was Amir, or used to be Amir or whatever.
Oh yeah. Amir Muhammad.
Yeah.
And that guy was way too fucking flashy to be an informant, don't you think? He fucker had a Rolls Royce.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Usually informants aren't balling. You know what I mean?
See, when I thought Suge was was doing drugs, and he's like, comes in there and he's selling drugs, and he's like, yeah, get him arrested, and that helps me because then I'm selling them. He's not. That's what I thought was going. And then when they went with his name as his other guy, I was like, what the fuck? This everything's like all turned around in this show.
Yeah.
Yeah, spinning out of control.
Yeah.
Do either one of you two have any interest in reading Poole's book?
Not really.
Do you, Hess?
I might.
Because I was wondering about that.
I would be intrigued.
Do you think most of his book is just what they've shown in the show?
Probably. So
it might be a little boring compared to what we've watched, but I wonder how much more insight you'd get reading his book.
Yeah, I don't know. It might be interesting. I don't know. It wouldn't be at the top of my list, probably.
Anything else you guys want to say about Unsolved?
It's still not solved.
Yeah, well, that's the funny thing. It's the show's called Unsolved, but at the end of the episodes,
well,
it'll still be unsolved.
Do you guys believe Keefe D?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I do.
I think I do too.
So you think that's how it went down? He's not just saying that to lower his drug charges?
Yeah, I think
I kind of do.
I kind of do believe him. Yeah,
I don't know,
especially because from other things I've seen
Bunk just
too.
said, "I'm done. I can't. I gotta step away."
Yeah, but he was never in it from the get-go.
Yeah, he was barely in it in the beginning.
Yeah, but still,
I mean, he was against him in the beginning too. No matter what.
It's just, I mean, obviously that's kind of how it's played, and it has been played, and for a while. So I mean, I guess there's really nothing else to go off of. So I guess you almost kind of have to believe him at this point. I mean,
Yeah, well, also, it makes a lot of sense that the guy that shot him was the guy that he was hitting on the camera, fucking...
Yeah, it was Orlando Anderson.
Yeah.
Yeah. I do believe him.
I mean...
I like the guy that was in the back seat on the actually shooting side, and he was like, I don't know, man, that's Tupac.
Yeah, I thought that was weird. He's like, oh, no, I can't.
When he was trying to hand him the gun.
But one of you guys can, that's cool.
Yeah, but, but he might have had a different opinion had Tupac punched him.
Yeah, that's true.
Right.
Did you watch Barry this week, Cass?
I did watch Barry.
What did you think about it?
All I want to ask is, do you guys still like the chick?
This episode made me not like her as much because she's. I mean, I know she was upset.
Oh my god!
She was upset because of her audition and all that shit.
Yeah.
So they made her a bitch on purpose. But then now that she was being mean to Barry, I was like, oh, go fuck yourself.
He was a little nutty though. Too,
no,
so.
yeah.
Well, yeah,
but like I said before, he's never been loved before. It seems like when it finally does,
new to him,
he's like, "Holy shit!"
Well, I listened to his when he was on the Simmons podcast, and he talked about the laptop. And I didn't know when that was coming. But,
what did he say about it?
So he said all the guy writers were like, yeah, and then he gives her this laptop. That's the sweetest thing ever because she needs a laptop. And all the girls were like, that's the creepiest shit ever.
Oh, that's funny.
So then Bill Hader's like, oh, well, we got to leave it in there and let the people just think what they want.
That's funny.
So
yeah.
That's why they left it in there.
And then, just the way he was dressed was weird.
Yeah, it was weird seeing him try to impress her.
Leather shoulder bag or whatever the fuck you want to call the goddamn thing.
Yeah. Well, I thought the weirdest thing is that all of a sudden he thought they were boyfriend and girlfriend.
Yeah.
Just he's like, no, that's my girlfriend.
And I think that's just playing on the, he's a former Marine / hitman. I mean, he doesn't really have much of a life, and you know what I mean.
But no, I don't get it.
What do you mean you don't get it?
Why does that make him think a girl's his girlfriend?
He's like a machine. He doesn't know. He doesn't know how to compute feelings.
I get what he's saying, but I don't think it has to do with him being a Marine. I think it's more the hitman side of him being he can't stick around people because if he does, they're gonna get hurt.
Yeah,
so it's almost like in Flash and Arrow, they can't have girlfriends,
Yeah, I mean, I get that, but if you can't have a girlfriend. You don't have sex with someone and then think she's your girlfriend.
Well, yeah, I think it still goes with him, it's being accepted in the group and not loving people.
I mean, that's part of his awkwardness, yeah.
I really liked his friend at the party, because he's been in a couple of things I've seen. He's in Freddy vs. Jason.
That's where the fuck he was from. I fucking looked so familiar.
I can't remember. Me and Taylor were discussing it. He's in a couple other movies that we've seen, too, but I really like him.
Yeah.
And then, so do you think that guy's friends are going to... I don't know what Hess is doing.
Sorry.
Do you think that guy's friend's gonna fuck up some of Barry's business?
It seems like everybody fucks up.
Yeah, that was at the end. At the end, he pulled out a wad of money, and I was like, "Oh God, no! Why'd you do that in front of him?"
Yeah.
He's like, "You need money for it?" Oh no, okay. And he's
that
like,
was a lot of,
I'm gonna ride with Barry.
Hmm.
And then he's like, "I don't know whatever this shit is, but I'm in." And he's like, "Oh fuck."
And that guy was like a meathead.
Yeah.
You know what's funny is, and it goes with that comment.
And the black guy.
The comment we got earlier. We got a comment on this podcast once that said Barry's kind of. It's going to be a humor we need to get into, and once we do, we'll like the show and we'll appreciate the previous episodes.
Yeah.
Last week, I was watching it with Taylor, and she's like, "Oh, you know, this show gets funnier every single week." And I was like, it's true, but I think it's because we get into their humor, we know what to expect, and like shit like that.
See, and
but I do enjoy the show every week more.
It's funny because like this last episode, I thought was kind of average, but I also didn't watch it with you guys. Like I came home and watched it late at night by myself.
Yeah, that is a different experience.
It's like, so I was like just watching it, like, yeah, you know, it was good. I still liked it. I still want to know what's gonna happen to him, and I like his character, but it's not the same as watching it with people.
It's like when I watch Walking Dead or Supergirl without you, and I don't gotta hear you being like, and it's a better experience. And you enjoy it a little
Supergirl.
more.
They should fucking do a crossover with that. Fucking Supergirl and The Walking Dead.
And then like she dies.
Yeah.
And
then she walks.
That'd be like the biggest crossover that you would never watch.
Yeah, pretty much.
And then
I wouldn't watch that either.
Have you started watching Silicon Valley yet?
I haven't.
Oh.
I haven't.
No, let's spoil it.
It's funny because like before this season started, he's like, "It's the same shit ever. He gets an idea, doesn't do it." Blah, blah, blah. And then
and I think that's why I haven't watched it.
This is like the most different season yet. I feel like
kinda
because like they actually have an office that they're constantly going to. Like there's all kinds of other shit going down.
Yeah.
There's a character that's not there.
Yeah.
Did you going back speaking of T.J. Miller a little bit there? Did you know that 3 years ago? Cause we brought it up last week for the bomb threat shit. He had a surgery where they had to take out part of his brain and do other shit, put it back in. And apparently ever since then, that's when he started doing all this weird shit. And a lot of people think that part of the reason that kind of made him an alcoholic because it made him depressed. And, like, it fucked up his ability to know, like, his behavior.
No,
so a lot of people think that's part of the reason he's doing all this shit.
Maybe his publicist just put that out to make people feel sorry.
But I was listening to a podcast, and they were talking about him, and they're like, yeah, he did an interview. They said it's in his stand-up special, which I never finished his stand-up special.
I don't find him that funny.
But he talked about it where they did a surgery, and they had to literally take out pieces of his brain and do stuff like that.
That's interesting.
I remember I watched the Crashing. Yeah, I watched the first couple episodes, and it was like Artie Lang was on there, and he's funny, and then it was T.J. Miller, and I was
and I was like, he's fucking annoying.
I was like, wow, I don't like him. He's just
I didn't even think he was that funny in Deadpool 1.
No, all his funny shit was in the fucking rated R fucking
trailer
preview.
Yeah, the previews. Yeah, because so much of the movie, it's not funny anymore. And I feel like I don't know. He's just a weird guy now.
I think.
Did you know that he's even the bad guy in Ready Player One, or voices the bad guy, and they didn't even promote that because of how shitty he's been out in the public. They didn't even acknowledge that he's in the movie.
Well, do you know why I know that? Because I saw he's in Minnesota this weekend on Twitter, and he put in there, "I need a laugh, you need a laugh, we all need a laugh," and then it was hashtag Ready Player One and hashtag Deadpool 2, and I thought, well, I guess that's one way to get your tweet out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, and I was like, oh, I had no idea he was in Ready Player One.
So do you guys want to move over into our topics for the week?
Sure.
Who should go first? Who wants to go first?
Jerome should go first.
All right. Mine, I don't know exactly where this happened. I think it was in Philadelphia. But there was this CDC agent who was working at the CDC place, their little control place, and he was feeling sick, so he left. What?
It was in Alabama or Georgia.
I don't know. It was they have multiple places. I think this is Philadelphia, but I'm not positive. That doesn't really matter to the story.
Yeah, I mean, you named two places. He named one, so it's probably one of the three.
It doesn't play any part in the story. But he left work and went home and then went missing. No one saw him for like a couple days, and then he's been missing since February, and they just found his body I think last week or this week, and it was in.
Oh, they did find his body.
Yeah. And it was in a river by his house. So, and he had his best pair of running shoes on, and they said he's always running. But the weird thing is hours after he got home, he went to all his neighbors and told them to erase his name out of his phone, and like any proof of life that he had about him or that they had about him, get rid of it.
Yeah.
And then he went missing for months. Or a month.
Wow.
2 months.
Yeah, isn't that weird?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I heard that, like, his phone and everything and, like, his keys were all, like, on his kitchen counter and shit.
Yeah, the whole thing's weird. It's like a Stephen King book or movie, like, coming to life. Like, it's just weird.
Maybe this will be the next Unsolved.
Maybe. But I heard about this on the Rooster Teeth podcast, and I was like, that's weird. So then I paused it, and I, like, looked up about it to see, like, when it happened and all that. And, like, I was like, that is just so strange.
Yeah, that's a little freaky.
Oh my god, that scared the shit out of me. But yeah, that's my topic for the week. I almost wasn't gonna have anything, and then I heard about that, and I was like, that's the strangest shit ever.
Yeah, that's a little freaky.
It's wild. There's definitely
like
foul play, I would assume.
They said when they found him, like, it looks like he, like, literally just, like, passed out and was in the river. Like, there's nothing wrong with his body. Like,
really?
Yeah. Like, and, like,
I wonder if he, like, fucked up at work and, like, contaminated himself with something or something.
Yeah, it's possible. Then, like, just got sick and, like, freaked out.
Because, I mean, they have
home.
every disease there. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, that's pleasant. And then he went for a jog.
Well, and he also landed in the river. So imagine if he was sick, and, like, what else is he going to contaminate? And he's been there for a month and or 2 months, and no one's noticed. Like,
yeah, that's weird. That's just weird. I doubt there'll be anything else that comes of the story, but it'll be interesting to hear if anything else does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, but getting yourself sick, what does that have to do with having people erase your...
Yeah, that's the part that I find the strangest. Is like imagine if Frog was over. He's like if we had his number, because we would never have Frog's number. That's our neighbor, by the way.
Our neighbor's Frog.
One time I walked past his house.
The guy that jerks off.
His window was open, and I saw him jerking off.
Yeah.
So I ran and I was like, Frog's jerking off, and I got everybody, and they came outside.
On your left or right? If you walk out your front door?
If you walk out the front door, he's to the right.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And he jerks off.
He's kind of a short, heavier set guy.
Yeah, so he called him Frog.
I call him Frog.
And his dad's Toad, and his son's Tadpole.
Imagine what you guys call me.
Fat Ninja. But why are we talking about Frog? Oh yeah, if he came over here,
it's your fucking topic,
and was like, erase my number. Forget I asked you for sugar one time. All this shit.
I did forget he asked us for sugar.
Was it sugar? Was it something else? That was like the weirdest thing out. We're like watching Lost or something in the living room, and he's like, "You guys got some sugar I can borrow?"
Oh my God.
We're like,
yeah.
I didn't know that was a real thing people do.
You're just gonna hold your fucking hands out.
Yeah, that was the thing you got stuck up on the most. You're like, how's he gonna bring it to his house? And Mom's like, we give him a cup, and he's like, well, is he gonna give us it back?
Yeah, I don't want it
back. Pretty
odd. So what's your topic for the week?
Me?
Yeah. No, the other guy I pointed to.
You didn't point, bitch. We
have video.
While you were talking, I thought of another one.
But then you forgot it?
Yeah.
So you're the dumb of the week?
Dumb of the week.
Do you want me to go?
No.
Okay.
No, I'm just fucking with you. Well, I was looking for something, and I read this on CNN at the gym. 3 U.S. men face life in jail over murder for hire, killing a Filipino woman. And I thought, wow, this is for Hess.
Yeah, because Hess didn't know people actually got hired for murders.
Yeah, so 3 men, including a former U.S. soldier, were found guilty in New York court Wednesday for taking tens of thousands of dollars to murder a woman in the Philippines in 2012.
Wow.
Huh. So basically, one dude who was like, what's this guy's name? Joseph Manuel Hunter, 52.
You know what's funny I just thought about?
What?
Isn't kind of Puffy kind of like he hired a hitman in a way?
But I don't think he meant to. I think he's a fucking...
Well, but like, I guess, yeah. I was going to say, because that's another one that's happened on here.
So he's a U.S. Army sniper instructor. Gave the other guys money and guns to go kill like a random woman in the Philippines. After watching their female Filipino target for months, the 2 men murdered her by shooting her in the face multiple times and dumped her body in a pile of garbage. She was found there later by local authorities. Both guys were paid $35,000 by Hunter for killing the woman.
Jesus.
I wonder what she did.
Yeah, I was wondering that too.
They don't say that.
I wish they did.
But I mean,
probably fathered.
I'd love to know.
Probably mothered a child.
She fathered a couple
random
other children.
Filipino woman.
Do you ever worry, like, as you're like walking down the street or something, that people are following you and like they're gonna murder you?
I've never thought that.
There's a lot of times, because you know how me and Taylor are crazy. Like, we'll be laying in bed and we hear people walking the rocks, and I swear to God, at night people walk through the rocks of our front yard and come up to the window.
No, they don't.
I hear it. And one time, and I know you'll never believe me about this, Taylor does, but it's easy to make her believe anything. I heard walking the rocks, and I was like, what the fuck? So I turned on my flashlight on my phone, and right when I turned the flashlight, I heard running away in the rocks. But I know.
What do you think about that?
I mean, I guess it could happen.
I don't know why they would do it.
There was one time, it was real late at night, I think.
Yeah.
And someone, like, they didn't knock, but they was making noise outside. And he was with me. So I opened the front door, and I think there's two of us. Fuck whoever's out there, right?
Right.
It was literally like 1 a.m, and
So
the dogs are barking.
Yeah,
and
I'm like,
what
the fuck? So I go out there to see who it is, and I turn around. He didn't come outside with me.
What the hell? He's got it, and I went back to bed.
Was there who was out? Who was it?
Oh, I remember. It was some guy. He's like, because he was knocking on the door.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like, hey, man, what do you need? And he's like, is this, and I'm like, I don't know who you houses think it is, but this is not their house.
Right.
And he's like, do you know? And I go, no. And he got back in his car and left.
You know, that's what they do in
Oh, he was
Strangers.
like in a car.
Yeah, he pulled up.
He was actually parked across the street, which is more fishy.
No, he wasn't. He was right in the driveway. It was like,
what, really?
at the end of the driveway.
Because I watched him drive away. I thought it was across the
From
street.
the inside of the house, you fucking pussy.
Yeah, through my window in my bedroom.
I turned around. I'm like, this motherfucker left me.
Well, if I heard a struggle, I would have came back out.
And then I go in there. I go, would you just leave me outside with some stranger danger? And he's like, oh, I thought you had it.
I did. I thought
Stranger danger.
I thought you took care of it. I was like, oh, he's got it. You didn't give me like the signal. Let's go. You're just like, what the fuck's going on?
And that was like a week after Taylor like is in her room, and the problem is they have their windows open and it's on a busy street. So if someone's walking on the sidewalk, they think they're in the rocks. So she comes down. There's someone out front. So I fucking go out front, and then she's like, "Oh my god, I didn't think you were going out there." I'm like, "Well, if someone's by your fucking window, what the fuck?" And there's no one out there.
I didn't think you were gonna go out front.
One time though, I was leaving for like the bus for school, and I heard noises on the roof all the night before, and it kept waking me up. And then I left and went outside, and there was a backpack and clothes on top of the roof, right above my room.
What?
Man, that's back when he smoked crack.
Did you hear about this before, Nick?
No.
No, I went back inside and I got Taylor and she saw it. I was like, what the fuck? And that scared her. And then that's why her mom think people live in our attic. We're sounding like a crazy family.
No, you sound like a crazy fuck, because I've never heard that before in my life.
Do you remember that one time when you got locked out of the house and you were yelling at I think my window was open. You're like, Jerome.
Oh, yeah.
Jerome. And I wouldn't wake up, so then you had to hop the fence.
Yeah, but he hears people walking outside in the rocks. He doesn't hear me banging on his fucking window.
He's banging on the window, yelling my name, and I just sleep through it. I actually probably got scared and thought it was like someone trying to beat me up, so I just went back to sleep.
Well, like one time.
To be fair, though, I was chased in the house by bikers. So I have
He's
a
never gonna get over that.
I have a right to be scared.
I still don't know what you're talking about.
Well, they chased me from my front yard. The guy ran from down the block to my house and chased me inside the door.
He came in the house.
No, he was outside and he was banging on the door. Then he called his wife and she pulled up in a truck in the driveway, and they were peeking through all our windows, banging on them and shit. And then like 30 minutes later, they left.
For what?
I didn't talk to them. They
did not peek in the window for
they
30
did.
minutes.
No, they were peeking around because he was there for like 10 minutes, and then she pulled up. And
did you not think to call 911?
I called him. What should I do? And he's like, well, open the door. And I was like, go fuck yourself. So then I called my friend. My friend's like, open the door. And I was like, what is with these people?
Well, why do you need our opinion?
I don't know.
So you were just like out front, hanging out.
Well, no, I was walking home from the bus from school, and I opened the door, and my sister's dog that we were watching ran out the door, and I was like, God damn it. It's like a little tiny rat dog. So I went and I picked it up from the rocks in our front yard.
He's literally told the story 100 times.
Yeah, I picked it up from the rocks in the front yard, and then the guy down the street is like, hey, you! And I go, me? And he goes, running down the street, and I brought the dog in.
He was the Incredible Hulk.
He was a fucking big dude. He probably just wanted directions, but I was like, nope.
Yeah, I got a feeling it was all in his mind.
It was like
He's
that.
Like
what if it was like that episode of Breaking
Tyler
Bad?
Durden?
Or like Breaking Bad
kinda.
when Jesse's on the meth and he sees the two bikers banging on his door.
And it was really, yeah. It was two Mormons.
Yeah, on bikes.
Yeah.
That's what happened to me. I was on meth on accident.
I mean, it could happen.
So Hess, what's your topic for the week?
My topic of the week, I don't know where this story comes from, but
Georgia.
Some teacher started a fight club.
Oh, shit, really?
I heard that.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I thought of you guys.
So I'm guessing someone broke the first rule.
apparently.
Yeah, and the second, and the third, and so on. But yeah, it was like I want to say it was like 6th or 7th graders, but he had like they had like a legit fight club, and like they wouldn't do schoolwork. They would like fight in the middle of class. Like they would move all the desks, and like they would just fucking fight.
That's kind of awesome.
Yeah.
There must have been some kids that get their ass kicked.
Yeah.
Well, supposedly the teacher was like would root people on, like he would like cheer for them and shit.
I can't imagine. I'd be terrified. I'm in class. They start moving desks. I'm like, what's going on? Like, oh, we're gonna fight. I'd be like,
yeah, Jerome, you would.
I'll be the cheerleader.
I got a feeling the teacher was in the corner like jerking off or something.
I wish that'd make the story even more.
It's an oddball story, but
he's like, go Jacob.
Yeah, that's just goofy.
Yeah, very weird.
I wish that people would record that shit. That reminds me, actually, did you hear about the principal that got in trouble that he would do this prank every year to the seniors where he'd bring them all in the gym and like he'd get the parents' permission. The parents would come up and they would like all the parents would make out with their like the dads would make out with the daughters or the sons would make out with their moms and they'd have to guess. The kids would have to guess which student they were making out with because they thought I was a student at school. And then you unblindfold them and it's like, oh, I kissed my dad.
That is
and people you
just
could
fucking retarded.
You could watch those on YouTube of parents kissing their kids and like they were full on making out. And like the principal got in trouble and like was like surprised, like what? I'm just goofy. I was like, it was fucking gross.
That's twisted.
And I told her, I was like, can you imagine Dad? She's like, no, stop, don't even go farther.
Gross.
But that's
I mean, I'm glad they put a quit to that.
He's apparently though he was doing it for like years, and like he just got caught now, probably because of iPhones.
Yeah, it's a good thing they put a quit to that.
Yeah.
Speaking of quit.
How many times are you going to say that?
Oh, it's a good transition. Speaking of quit, are we doing who will quit first?
No, we didn't do it this week.
Oh, you didn't do this first?
I scored points!
I didn't score any points, I don't think.
Oh, did you? How many? Like
how many did you score, do you know?
30.
Holy shit.
No, I totally spaced it. This fucking sick fuck, he came out there.
Oh, you want to do the podcast? I'm fucking sick.
So I'm
that's
like,
not how I sound.
It is how you sound. So I'm like, fuck, I'll call Hess. Let's get this over with. Jesus Christ.
Last game I played World War II yesterday, but I haven't played.
Did you know they put Shipman in Call of Duty?
Yeah, they have Shipman in World War II now.
Yeah, I came in here. He's like,
I was surprised.
This fool, we used to text each other and we're like, oh, I got Shipman. And
oh, really?
Get 100 kills. And I remember we used to do that. And he's like, nah.
Oh yeah.
The last time I asked you said no.
Yeah, I remember all that shit.
That's funny.
Of course, I used to camp on the toilet.
We could talk a little
bit.
That
was broadcast, but that wasn't shit. That was broadcast.
Yeah.
I don't think we talked about it last week. We could talk a little bit about Telltale Batman, even though Hess doesn't know anything about that.
What'd you get your 30 points in?
NHL 18.
Ah.
Down, I got the new one, 18.
Oh, did you?
It's on EA Access.
That's new, huh?
Yep.
Came out last August?
Yeah, last October.
Okay.
A month off.
Yeah. The reason it's free is because the new one's coming out soon.
Well, yeah, the season's over.
Yeah, NBA Live is free also.
It's for the most part the same. So I don't want to spend $60. You know what I mean?
You're the hockey fan, man. You don't want to spend $60?
No.
Like 4 packs of cigarettes.
They're definitely not, but okay.
5?
6? Closer to 10.
Hmm.
I buy mine on the reservation, and they're less than $6 back.
And he goes, I spend $30 on gas to get, say, $1 on cigarettes. No, I'm just kidding.
I have a work truck. I have a company truck, so.
Oh, you use that everywhere?
Yeah, not everywhere.
You get to go on the
weekends?
To
and from work.
I'm going to call his boss.
Oh, well, so you just said on film that you go to the reservation in it.
Yeah, because there's one right by my work. There's a.
I'm hearing a lot of excuses.
A Chevron reservation.
There's a lot of double talk here.
Someone's riding a bike backwards.
oh, Jerome from the clouds.
I could turn you off.
You could also turn them on.
I could.
I'll see you guys later. All right, have a great weekend.
Go under the table and tickle his balls.
I really wanted to fucking hang up, but
that would have been pretty funny. You would have just kept on talking.
And how you go and watch this later. You're like, fuck, they kept going.
This is like this is a 2-hour podcast.
Turned into the greatest podcast ever. I missed out.
Yeah, but last week, Joe and I finished Batman, the second season of the Telltale Batman.
Uh-huh.
I
by far the best. The Batman's by far the best Telltale game.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay. Cool.
I wish they could pump them out a little faster. Because it is hard, like, every other month playing it, being like, what happened last time?
Did I do anything? What was it? I found the Joker? Was I,
And then it takes, like, the first 2 chapters to kind of be like, oh, I'm back into it.
Oh, yeah, I remember this now. Why does Alfred have a patch? But, like, compared to how boring
The Walking Dead and shit is.
and Guardians of the Galaxy was, and a lot of those are, I actually looked forward to every episode.
Of Batman, yeah.
And, yeah, it was actually fun.
We were actually very disappointed because the last episode of Batman came out the exact same day Far Cry 5 did.
So we're like,
oh, shit, we're going to play Far Cry 5, and we want to play that, so we waited like a week and shit. So what do you think about the ending of Batman?
Why do you look so confused?
I thought I heard somebody talking.
Oh, so now who's the crazy one hearing noises and shit, huh?
Well, I pulled my headphone off because I swore I heard somebody talking.
It'd be awesome if you saw someone like behind him in his room.
Oh,
like,
dude, get murdered on camera.
Like,
that'd be
jerking
awesome.
Off. Do you know how many views we get?
I see a ghost behind you.
Yeah.
Jerome just farted.
No one else heard. Oh, I guess he probably heard that, huh?
I heard it.
Yeah, he's sick. It's not going to smell good.
That's true.
Yeah, I would assume probably not. It probably hasn't eaten
can't smell
much.
as much as mom's though.
Dead insides.
Fuck.
But so what do you think of the end of Batman?
It was good. Like I didn't know about that whole other thing. That I wouldn't have had a clue. That
I'm assuming that I think for those who are listening and care, I think the next season is gonna be the Hush storyline from Batman, which is like Batman's. I don't know if it's exactly his twin or someone else that looks like Bruce Wayne and shit comes into town. Because didn't it kind of seem like that wasn't Bruce Wayne at the end talking to Joker? Because of like that smile he got on his face and shit.
Sorta. See, I just kind of thought it was like it could also be.
Is he taking a leak or is he pouring coffee?
I hope he's pouring coffee.
You could hear that?
Yeah. Oh my god.
You got your fucking headphones on.
Yeah, I'm just pouring coffee.
That's funny. I was like, oh, it's a good time for him to get up. But then also it sounds like he's pissing, and I'm like, what is he doing?
At least he's not shitting. I also took it as the Joker could have been like, oh, he came to visit me. Oh,
yeah, it kind of left it open to do what they want a little bit. But that's what I figured they'll do. But I think that is the best game they have going for. I really like Wolf Among Us. I'm looking forward to the second season of that. Whenever that's gonna come out, it's this year. It's really.
I just played it for the achievements. I didn't like.
So I really liked it because I played it on the 360, and then I read. I read. That's real creepy. I read the first 2 books, and then I played the game on the 1 again, so that made me like it even more. Especially because they're kind of different but kind of the same.
Did I play it on the 360?
Yeah, I think you put it in there. Oh god.
Dude, would you just get back here, you fucking weirdo?
God, he's a creepy little bitch.
Yeah. What'd you just call me? An evil little bush?
I said little bitch. Creepy little bitch. I called you an evil little bush. So any other things you guys want to bring up on the podcast?
Yeah, I want to bring some.
Any other like sex stories you guys got?
Mm.
Has got another poop story he wants to tell?
I thought about my other topic. You know how this all this shit's going around about Facebook. You know.
Yeah, about
Facebook's evil.
How they're evil.
Facebook's evil. Instagram isn't, right? Isn't that what Chris Gethard just said?
Yeah,
jokingly.
What's funny is our brother-in-law said the same thing, or mine. Talking about it one time when we were at Mima's house, and I was like, "Oh, that's funny because they're owned by the same company."
Yeah, well, Chris Gethard was kidding.
Well, yeah, I know.
Yeah.
But he was making fun of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I drive a piece of shit.
It's a car, A to B.
Yeah, exactly. So,
I'm assuming no payment, so I mean even better.
Yeah, and it was cheap. Angel's got a payment, so try to keep one at a time.
Yeah, for sure.
I thought I was due for a car, but then she got hers stolen, so then I got skipped.
Hers stolen. She hired someone.
She called some dude, hey, take my car so I can get a new one.
I wish you would have called me. I would have fucking stolen it.
So he didn't want it. So anyways, so my gas light came on the other day. Not my gas light, my engine light. Check engine light. It did it once before. This is a long story about Facebook. engine light comes on, and I thought, oh, well, it was I didn't just put my gas cap on right.
Yep.
Problem was this time when it came on, I hadn't got gas in like a week or so. You know, I don't need to get gas a lot. I don't drive that much, so.
Right.
So I went a couple days with it, and also it's been acting weird, like when it idles at lights. Like if I have the air on, which is starting to get a little warm outside.
Yeah, like maybe we go pick up Taylor and we're a little scared.
Can you do that face again?
No. So, only if you pay me. So I don't know. It's just been acting up, right? So I guess was it Monday? Was I off?
It was yesterday.
Yesterday. Okay, so
Tuesday.
I got home from work Monday, and I started Googling like used cars. And I checked out like the Toyota place by my house, and then the Ford and Auto Nation. I just like looking at stuff, and I was waiting for Angela to get home at the gym. I was tired. I'd worked like I closed on Sunday, open on Monday. Was short-handed Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. We were short 2 people, so it was fun 3 days. So I was just like
absolutely
kind of out of it anyways. And so I got to take a piss when Angela gets home, but I go on Facebook just to check out. First thing.
While you're pissing?
Yeah, I can work my phone one-handed. So I check, and the suggested post underneath the first post on Facebook. Nissan used car.
Yeah.
And I'm like, and all this shit, like I'm seeing all this stuff about Facebook and stuff, and that's it in a nutshell. It's like, why do they know that I'm looking for a used car?
Yeah. Have you heard about those people, like, they did this as a test. They had Facebook up, because normally it's like your Facebook's open, their microphone listens to you and shit. Instagram does the same shit. But they kept talking about cat food, and they need to get cat food and cat litter and all that shit for a week. They don't own a cat. So then about a week later, they go on Facebook, and all the ads are for cat food and cat litter.
Yeah, that's just creepy.
Because they just listen to you and they...
I've honestly been thinking about deleting Facebook and Instagram and just keeping Twitter for now.
See, I could delete Facebook. I don't use Facebook enough, but at the same time, I don't care. But like I care enough that it's
I don't really care
that's
either.
weird. But then at the same time, it's like it's weird.
Well, I guess what I care about is that if Facebook is doing it,
who else is and whatnot?
Yeah, and who are they giving it to? And
yeah.
like, I don't really. It's not like I have shit to hide.
Well, because I think aren't they getting in trouble because like they're giving it to other companies that are using it for elections and shit like that, like in other countries and stuff like that. Yep. So that's the part that it gets weird. I feel, to me, I don't know why it's not as bad. If they were giving it to like Walmart and other companies that try to sell to me, I don't give a shit about that.
Well, and like,
but when it's to like other countries and you're trying to use me to win your elections and polls and shit like that, it's weird.
The thing that struck me is there's been times I've looked at like stuff on Amazon and then I get a suggestion for it on Facebook.
That happens to me a lot from Amazon to Instagram.
Yeah. You know, like you're looking up shoes.
Like especially if I buy a comic and then there's an ad for that exact comic I bought on Instagram.
Yeah, well, and it happens. See, it happens to me. And like, I don't do a lot on Facebook. I'll post some pictures and. I'm mainly checking out what like other people are doing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
that's exactly.
Which is usually pretty fucking boring, to be honest.
Except my pictures Friday night; those were exciting.
I liked them.
I know you did.
So, but. Like, I looked up a pair of shoes, and then there's a pair of shoes on the Amazon. And for some reason, I just trust Amazon for no reason.
Did you hear that the Amazon CEO is the richest man in the world
Bezos?
now?
Yeah, Jeff Bezos.
Not Trump's favorite man in the world. Which makes me like them more.
Even more?
Yeah. So, but for some reason, that didn't bother me. But you know how looking for a new car or a used car or whatever, like, I don't want to deal with that. That's not something I look forward to. So now they're like, hey, go to Nissan right here. They got I'm like, it's just creepy.
Yeah.
Like,
well, like to me, it'd make me be like, well, I don't want to go to Nissan now. Now I want to go somewhere else.
I did go
because you're trying to get me to go to them. So now you can go fuck
Did you
yourself.
get a new car? Or did you get another vehicle?
Yeah, I got one yesterday.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's nothing special.
It looks
What'd
nice.
you get?
This the Civic.
2011 Honda Civic.
Yeah.
Very nice. I have a 2011 Nissan.
Oh, you guys! We should do a drag race for a Pleeka.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think that'll work out.
Fat Ninja versus.
No.
Fat Ninja versus Slim Saggy Bald Assassin.
Wow.
Saggy balls.
Oh, we all know you get saggy balls.
I can only assume you're in your 40s.
You can only assume he's in his 40s, or you can only assume he has saggy balls because he's in his 40s.
Yeah, that. Right. The latter.
Listen.
I only assume you're about 36 years old.
Listen, B. Johnson.
I'm not 36.
No, but I guarantee you your balls are saggier than mine.
No, yeah, you got to have the saggiest balls.
We heard him.
It was funny. He was playing the video of that in the car, and Taylor heard it, so I was like, "Oh, Taylor, you heard Hess's Ball Johnson dance?" And she's like, "Unfortunately, yes."
She heard it twice because it's at the end too.
Wow, I know. I actually thought about that. I was like, God, I hope my daughter never runs across this video.
I didn't even think about that. That's hilarious. Oh, what's Dad doing? What the fuck? Wow. Like, honey, you going to your dad's this weekend? No, I'm not.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to start keeping a PG.
I don't believe that for a second.
That'll last a day.
Yeah.
I haven't done anything extravagant this time around.
So you're calling that extravagant?
I'm just saying, you never know. What if my ex-wife's watching and she's trying to...
And she just turned... she's like, I missed those balls.
Just stop talking, Jerome. I don't want to know where you're going. What if she's trying to compile a case against me?
About your saggy balls? Where's that case going to go?
I mean, she might just say he's not fit to be a father. Look what he does.
If she heard that dance, she might have a point.
Oh, she'd heard it before.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Unfortunately, I have 2 kids with her.
I guarantee you, if she's listening to this podcast, she'd already turned it off.
Yeah, she's not making it to the point where she hears about your saggy balls.
I would hope so.
There's no way. I don't think she would listen, honestly, but...
I hope not.
You know.
I often wonder who that knows us listening to these podcasts. Because every now and then, Macy or someone will be like, oh, yeah. I'll tell them a story and they'll be like, oh, yeah, I heard that on your podcast. And I'll be like, you did?
Yeah.
What else do you hear?
That happened at work the other day. I said something like, oh, yeah, I watched a video, and I was like...
Did you hear the part where I talk shit about you?
Yeah. I don't talk shit about too many people, but...
Yeah.
Them we do.
Although if I'm talking shit about someone that knows us, they probably deserve it, so who cares?
We didn't get any comments on our last Random Ramblings video.
Well, if this one doesn't get any comments, Hess is gonna pull his balls out next episode. So if you're watching this,
if we don't get any this time,
balls.
I think I'm gonna retire.
Oh Jesus! All right, I'll comment on the video.
Bro, you're gonna comment the weekend that Westworld comes out? I don't believe you.
Oh yeah.
Oh shit!
So where are you in the rewatching of Westworld, by the way?
I've already finished it.
You're full of shit.
Really? Have you really or no?
You haven't watched the fucking episode, you lying sack of shit.
No, and I probably won't. Wait. I'll probably just jump right back in. They'll have a last time on. They'll do a 3-minute recap.
2 years ago on Westworld.
It'll be like, this was Arnold, this was Bernard.
Can you imagine that? That's gonna be Game of Thrones is that's a 15-minute previously on.
Yeah, but the difference is in Game of Thrones, I know what they're talking about. Like if they show someone, I'm like, oh, that dude's from season 1. And you're like, I don't know who that guy is.
Yeah.
So you really think we're gonna be able to, when we do this Random Ramblings podcast starting next Wednesday?
Yeah.
We're gonna be able to cram in Barry, which I know is short, Tupac, Biggie, and Westworld.
Well,
and Who Will Quit First, and Topics.
Unsolved and Barry and shit. Those are pretty short usually.
Yeah.
So I think West will just become the big topic.
Because if you remember last year, I think our podcast were at least an hour.
Yeah.
I want to say an hour and a half about Westworld.
But a lot of that too is us getting off topic. So that
I know that's.
You also got your cock bit by an animal underneath the table on one of the episodes.
Yeah, that's like our calling card. Off topic. We should just rename it Random Ramblings. We're off topic.
That's the little side title.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to talking about Westworld again. That was fun. All of our theories before and shit. I hope. I hope we get just as much.
I hope it's as fun this season.
I honestly think I don't think I would like the show as much if we didn't do the podcast and all talked about it and shit.
Maybe that's what I'll start doing. I'll start listening to our podcast again.
I did that a few weeks ago.
And I'll run back through, and then maybe that'll give me a refresher because there's no way I'm gonna watch
It's interesting because we'll be like, I think this is gonna happen.
I'm not gonna have the time. I have my kids this weekend, so there's no way.
Oh
hey guys, just go play. I'm gonna watch fucking 10 hours of TV.
You could have planned it out better.
I know I could have, but
you only had 2 years.
I got the weekend off, so I could watch it if I wanted to.
There you go.
I'm gonna. I watched the first 5, and then I'm gonna watch.
Maybe do a marathon or something, maybe.
I think I skipped. I started watching, but I think I skipped because you.
I would actually like to watch it again, and I probably should have.
I'm gonna.
Just because
if I don't,
I'm sure there's a bunch of shit that were in the earlier episodes that obviously are what we know now. we're like, oh fuck, they were just dangling that dick right in front of our faces.
No, yeah, I get watching like the first 3. I watched 5, but watching the first couple, you're like, oh, it's pretty obvious the things I didn't know, but because you know, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't really get that.
Really?
Like, I watched the first 5 episodes so far too.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember going, I didn't get any of that. It was the same. It was the stuff like them figuring out stuff, but like, I don't know. Like what? Give me an example. Can you think of one?
I can't think of one right now, but I said some a few weeks ago on this podcast when I was rewatching it.
Mm-hmm.
I said some then, but I can't think of off the top of my head what it was. But there was some that like, like for one, I think it's the second episode when the man in black's doing the monologue most of the episode. Like every time he's talking and says certain things, it kind of cuts to that character. And, like, kind of reveals, like, to me, it said, like, he's William right off the bat there and some shit like that.
Oh,
like,
yeah, I remember you saying that.
It made it kind of obvious, and, like, it pretty much set the 2 different timelines right then, too.
I remember you saying that, and when I watched the second one, the times were that the only times I noticed that someone was talking, it was Bernard or Arnold.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I think his is in the beginning and the end, but I think they show William both times then, because that's his first episode, too.
Yeah.
But,
I just remember. I remember you saying that you thought Bernard was a robot.
Yep.
You had like, it was a good
theory, but he had no proof.
But you had no proof. You were
I'm like Jimmy Simpson in Unsolved. It's a good theory, has no proof though.
Yeah, I guess.
Exactly.
Except you didn't know that he was also Arnold. So like half the time on his screen he wasn't a robot.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Right, I gotcha.
But we all thought.
Heston, in the last episode, he's like, he believed it, but like, remember the last episode where we were like,
oh yeah,
or it was the second to last. I'm like, do you believe it now? And he's like, yeah, because he didn't want him to be the Man in Black.
Man in Black, yeah.
Yeah, I guess I kind of remember that.
I don't know.
I remember someone at work. Someone at work was like, I said like, it was like episode 3 or 4, and I'm like, he's got to be a younger version of him. He's like, no, there's no fucking way. You're retarded. And I was like, oh, okay.
Yep, just like that.
And then like 8 episodes later, he's like, oh yeah, I knew that the whole time.
I think they're releasing like another trailer tomorrow or something. I heard something's happening on Thursday is what.
Oh, really?
What I heard.
They've been putting some stuff on HBO Go that you can watch about it, where they have like the cast and crew talking about it.
I can say this with the utmost confidence. Mm-hmm. Nothing they're gonna show you is gonna tell you anything.
No, yeah. I mean, they didn't show shit all last season either.
All they're gonna do is try to get you excited.
Yeah,
that's what they do.
Well, that's what
you know what I mean.
That's what a trailer's job is.
If they show,
I know.
If they show anything else, it'll just be the other worlds, because they showed us little teases of those. So I feel like if there's anything else, it's just gonna be that.
But like, I can't think of the example now. But these, I did read that the 2 guys that did this show are doing a show for Amazon.
I saw that too. Yeah.
It's Prophecy?
Oh, I think that is what it's called, yeah.
Yeah, it's some futuristic double timeline fucking nanobot murder mystery.
Sounds like Westworld, but for
Is it called
Amazon.
Smessworld?
Should be.
Yeah. It's based on some book that's like came out in 2014.
Oh, really?
Oh, shit.
I mean, Amazon doesn't have a lot of money, so it's probably going to be very low budget.
I forget.
Shit.
The Lord of the Rings show that they're doing is supposed to be like the most
expensive. Have you watched any of their shows on Amazon?
I feel like I have, but I can't name any.
Yeah, All or Nothing, both seasons.
Oh, did you watch the Michigan one?
No, I hate Michigan.
Wow, he actually did it. All right, well, we're not calling him back. That's it for Random Ramblings this week. I'm Nick, that's Jerome, and we'll see you guys next week.